Right, so I'm back on a spring unit again today. Like I said, I'm up here for about 9 days straight. So I'm still going out and doing bits. But what I was doing in my last video is I was putting bales in the straw chopper and spreading that out, and that would work alright, but it just takes a bloody long time. So I'm doing this today. I'm in a bit of a hurry. So I've got the rain bale on the front and just reversing and sprinkling it. Because these crossbred cows, see, they seem to hoover up anything what's on the ground. So it doesn't matter if it's in a nice pretty line, but just chunk a hunk of it. So what I don't want to do, see, I just had it fall off there. What I don't want to do is put rain racks out here, because I hate having rain racks out in the field, especially for like dairy cows, dry cows and that, because it just like looks germy. And this is well populated around here too, so everybody to like look out of their houses at night and see what's going on out in these fields. You know, I don't want to see them all stood around the rain rack shitting the ground up. So that's why I'm out here at the moment. I'm going to spread about 4 of these. These are peas and barley bales, what we cut about 3 weeks ago. And they're just starting to turn. The cows love them. They go absolutely mental for them. They rush out. One good thing is when we're milking them at the moment, they just rush out the parlour and straight out the field. Because the parlour's over there, and it faces like the way they go out at night, so they can see like all the cows up and ground lined up eating this. And then he just race on through. He nearly go through too quick actually, because we have had a few like nearly slip over as they come in the parlour, like trying to burst on through. But that's what stress out, like getting them out. Sometimes when they're full up on grass, if you have like a wet time in the summer, you got a hard job to get them in and out of the parlour. So yeah, I'm just going to sprinkle this out. I'm getting a longest line as I can, but it doesn't matter if it's too messy. They come out and hoover. So this grass out here is still growing, like very tiny amount. I see there is still a few little shoots here and there, because we're getting the morning mist now on this farm. Like it's foggy in the mornings. What helps that a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's doing like a fantastic job of getting it right. We need proper rain before that. Substantial rain. It'll come though, and when it comes, oh, it's going to be horrendously wet in it like usual. The only thing I've got to feed the calves today is this. What do you think? Over the top or not, Henry? Do you reckon we've got enough power to pull it? Hey? They're all jumping, aren't they? Think we've got space. Here we go, just calve this one. There's a nice cow, can give some milk. There's the calf here. What I do, hopefully I ain't got to carry them, I've got to put them in the shed over there. Go on in. Get in the shed's too hot here. Get her in some shade, get her on some nice straw and a bit of grub. And then that calf can have a suck on her. I'll see, this is what you want when a calf follows the cow. She's ran on in front of you, so I'm going to have to push this calf on. Go on. Go on in, girl. Go on. That's it, she's gone stood in the shade. Open out the shed though. And I'm sitting here. It's good running morning for you. Right, so this is the 4th and final day of this lagoon. Look at that. So they probably got another 10 load over there, right in the corner, and then he's empty. So it's going to be 4 full days with those 2 sloughs. We've had 2 days sucking out with slurry tankers, and then 4 full days with that, and then that sorts out probably about 3 years, depending what the winters are like. If they're dry winters, then it might be a 4 years, but 3 years with sand. And then we'll have to empty it, you know, at least once a month. We'll have to take some out going through the summer, and then the autumn slurry, just mainly water though. We'll stir it up as much as we can and get as much sand out with stir. And then in the winter, probably like the middle of October to the middle of January, probably February, March, if it's wet, we'll be able to get through. But even the water running out the parlour pit, out the parlour into here at the moment, it's so hot, that's evaporating. But no, it's good to have it out, and it's one of the driest times ever to get it out, because we took it out in the dry time last time, but it wasn't as dry as this, and these banks here were starting to give away. Last time we took it out, these banks were starting to move, but it's so dry, the banks are holding up. So it was now or never to get the smuck out. So it's just like when he was dug now, so spot on. Here we go, we're down in the middle at the moment. So he's practically empty, isn't he? There's the ramps. Ah. Yeah, he's going to take some filling back up. So this is how deep it is. Look at this. That's a ramp. When we push a muck in, that's going to be a first splash. Apparently the last bucket through there. Brown straw though. Look at that. Natural clay, this pit. We're on Blue Clay Farm. This is a natural dig. Oh, so look at this. So I'm up in fields where we've been spreading some of this sand. So it's hot and dry, so I can walk on it. Look at that, that's just sand, black sand it is. So we put on this field here, because this field has got no soil to it at all. It's literally blue clay. It's a nightmare of a field. When you plough it or disc it or whatever, min-till it, you turn it over, you've got to do it, it's a wet field anyway, so it's got to be dry weather, but then you've got to do it really quick before it dries up and goes like concrete. So that's why we chuck this on. So there you go, there's a real close-up picture for you. We chuck this on, try to get a bit of, like, you know, sand on it, get the soil better, because we've got to put the sand somewhere. So we thought, well, we're in the middle of a heat wave, it's a dry, the ground's absolutely rock solid. Let's get some sand on some of these wet fields, see if they drain a little bit better. So that's what we did. So what we're going to do now is we're going to probably leave this week. Probably not going to do nothing because there's no rain in sight, it's a heat wave, so we'll just leave this like this. But as soon as we see on the weather apps a bit of rain out in front, or proper rain, or the weather's going to turn, we're going to go for it. We're going to disc this, I reckon, because we've got some nice big sumo discs. So we're going to do that and then get it down in like a nice bit of grass, and that'd be ideal for grazing. Probably cut and graze this, probably do first cut on it and then graze it, because it's not, you know, it's part of the grazing platform, but it's not that close, it's quite far off. So we'll see how we go. Just gonna do some other stuff.